And Kevin Johnson, the other starting guard, 6'1", 190 from Cal, in his 10-point shooting, third in free throw shooting. Ready for the opening jump to start it. Indiana wins it. Comes to Derrick McKee to give it right back to Travis Beck.
And a three-point play for Chris Webber gives the Bullets the lead, 3-0. Pick and roll. Kevin Johnson runs that very well. Slithers into the lane, throws it out to Chapman. Manning to KJ, running the baseline. Nice wraparound pass. Back to KJ, who buries it. Fancy passing by the Suns on that possession.
I think you can see this team is not afraid to pass the ball. In fact, Kevin Johnson and Danny Manning are excellent passers.
And it's 22-17. The Suns, but Reggie Miller's three-point shooting is keeping Indiana in the ball game. Suns want a timeout, but Kevin Johnson's going to take the shot and get it. An 18-footer on the right side.
You know, Danny wanted that.
Rex Chapman off to Kevin Johnson. A 16-foot jumper baseline right is good. So the Suns finally get up on the scoreboard again. 65-59. One shot. Kevin Johnson for the Suns. They're 4 of 5 here in this third quarter. KJ from 18, good. So Kevin Johnson with back-to-back field goals. And it's 67-60.
Well, it might have been a quick 3 seconds.
And it was called on Mirasan. The score tied 107 in overtime. Neither team has scored. Kevin Johnson with a short jumper. Got it. KJ with the three-pointer to tie in regulation. Now has 32 in the soft. Mark Bryant can't get off a shot. And it's a 24-second violation. Great defense by the Bullets.
The bulk of your minutes. But, you know, Kevin Johnson, if he can stay healthy, he still has a lot of basketball in him. He's an excellent player, strong.
Talking with Al McCoy, the longtime voice of the Phoenix Suns before the game, and he was saying that KJ has maintained that this is it. His last year in the NBA. And again, here's Al with a quick word.
Mel, the word of the huddle, a stop.
2 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. The score tied at 88. KJ posting Whitney. Got it. Oh, tough shot.
Throw right into the middle, into the heart of the Bullet defense.
And Kevin Johnson has scored all 6 points in the fourth quarter for Phoenix as they take the lead, 90-88.
Their first possession of the ball game as the Pacers come up short the first time they handle the basketball. Kevin Johnson trying to go inside. Now he's double teamed.
Second, third, and fourth.
So Indiana gets up on the scoreboard here. Kevin Johnson on the right side, out front to Hot Rod Williams. Very strong inside at 6'11".
Yeah, he's 10th in the league in rebounding, and it'll give you a good night's work on the board.
Chapman open at the baseline. 5-foot jumper as he turns is good. And it's 6-4. Advantage of that offensive foul. Suns have made 6 of their last 7 hoops. Here's Kevin Johnson. Now Best slips and goes down. KJ on the drive. Breaks in underneath. Dishes off to Bryant. He can't get the shot off. Feeds Ori in the corner for 3. Shazam! What a shot. And what a burger. Sends $50 to Suns charities on the trio by Robert Ori. The always tough Mark Bryant of the Suns. Out to Kevin Johnson to the trailing Hot Rod Williams. Right to the hoop for a wham bam slam.
Hot Rod was a trailer, and the rookie Eric Dampier got caught looking straight ahead and didn't see him. It was a battle for position along with Dell Davis, I should say. KJ on the bench. He had a good first opening period, 12 points.
Askew pass deflected and stolen. Knocked down by Hot Rod Williams. Picked up by Mark Bryant. Give it to Kevin Johnson. KJ over on the left side as the Suns come back and get set offensively. KJ trying to break through, no luck. Now he brings it out front, drives the middle. In the corner, Ori. Here's his 3. No good. Rebound, Kevin Johnson. And he's bumped by Reggie Miller. No call. No harm, no foul. Out it comes down to Chapman. Chapman behind a Hot Rod Williams. Kevin Johnson over on the right side, approaching 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. KJ holds the basketball. Looks down, gives the ball to Manning. He'll drive the baseline and get the layup, moving to the basket with authority. And it's 78-70.
Pacers by 6, but a couple of moments ago, Kevin Johnson and Danny Manning teaming up with a nice pick and roll play. KJ waiting patiently and finding Manning, cutting to the basket, hits him with a nice bounce pass. Manning in for 2, and the Suns within 6.
Well, they had fallen behind by 12 here in this third quarter, but they've come back, and as you mentioned, have cut it to 6. Indiana has been.
They've been fouled. Like Mark Bryant slapped him on the wrist.
I think he got a clean. I think he got the ball there and knocked it loose from George. Remember, Bryant was another one that gave George a lot of problems down in Phoenix.
Danny Manning scores to give Phoenix the lead, 4-3. Williams, who fires it long for Kevin Johnson. Chapman in the corner. Got it. Rex was a big factor late in the game in Phoenix, as the Suns scored 11 straight points to put the Bullets away. His basket cuts the lead to 9.
Also have a couple of key players out in Ori and Jason Kidd.
Suns have won only 10 games all year and only 3 on the road. Mark Bryant. Got it. The Suns continue their hot shooting in the first quarter.
Off the glass.
Less than a minute to go, first quarter. The Suns lead by 9. KJ off to Bryant. Good fake. And he scores. He scored 6 off the bench. I beg your pardon, starting tonight after 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. We're looking at the game clock on the right. KJ into Hot Rod Williams is called for traveling. Spin eludes Strickland, but good help defensively by Chris Webber. Shots in this quarter and has cut the Phoenix lead to 2. 5:58 left in the third. Two-man play with KJ and Tisdale. Tisdale buries this one.
Well, they worked that pick and roll until they finally got something good for them from all forwards, but they've got some very, very good forwards that are going to have to fill the other spots. Chris being one of them.
Wayman Tisdale against Harvey Grant. Out to Kevin Johnson. Into Tisdale. Got it. 15 for Tisdale off the Suns bench, and it's 82-80 Phoenix.
Joe, look at all the teams that are winning. They have 3 and 4 players that really usually contribute on a consistent basis.
And the Bullets will call a timeout. So with 7 minutes and 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Strickland also has 20. Having another good shooting night.
One other key stat that stands out to me, Bullets have given up only 4 offensive rebounds, and out of that, no points have resulted.
This shot. Strickland is back in there trying to guard Kevin Johnson, who has 8 points in the quarter so far.
Not many offensive rebounds, but Mark Bryant came up with the best one of the night for Phoenix.
Manning with a jump hook. He's got it. And the Suns lead 111-108. Well, there's the two-man show, enough to hold off the Bullets.
Suns starting guards will come back in. Rex Chapman and Kevin Johnson.
All in all, you'd have to say that both Nash and Person did a nice job while they were in there, Al.
The last shot of the quarter. Dozen seconds to shoot it. About 5 more seconds on the game clock. Best on the drive. His pass is off the chest of Antonio Davis, but he's able to retrieve it and now starts to back in, and that'll be an offensive foul. Kevin Johnson took the charge that time.
Well, if the Suns can score here, Al, it'll be their best first quarter of the season. They had 37 against Golden State on December 4th. KJ took a charge big time that time from Antonio Davis.
Rex Chapman. Eddie Johnson puts the ball on the floor, holds up top of the key, looks down to Dale Davis. Kevin Johnson knocks it away for a steal, keeps coming. KJ, he's going to bring it all the way down, lay it up and in. He has 27 points in the ball game. Now the Suns are cut it back to 6.
And what a great athlete KJ is. That was just determination.
Super effort. Here's Eddie Johnson.
Suns by 7. Strickland backs in and loses the ball out of bounds. Second round pick in either 97 or 98. Harvey Grant gets in deep but misses the shot. The lead is back to 11. Strickland can't hold the pass from Chris Webber as the Bullets turn it over.
Webber is very
Webber draws Bryant out. Good help from Kevin Johnson, who picks his pocket and cashes in.
That's why you always want to be aware where the ball is and who's moving. Kevin Johnson in a perfect position to slough off and pick that ball clean from Chris.
KJ, for them, that's quite good. Tipped by Kevin Johnson and picked off by Danny Manning. Pointers. Chris Webber misses the shot. Score tied at 80 as the Suns with a chance to regain the lead with a score tied at 86. Kevin Johnson on the drive. He can take over games.
Well, not only is he quick, but he's extremely strong. So once he gets that angle to the basket, you're not going to nudge him and slow him down. He's going to propel his way to the basket. The shooting, Phoenix shooting 4 for 8, but that's a little lopsided or a little misleading. KJ has made all 3 of his shots. He has 8 points. The rest of the team only 1 for 5.
The Suns dug themselves a big hole early in the season, losing their.
Greg Schulte, Al McCoy with you here from Market Square Arena. Game 2 of this 5-game road trip for the Suns. Kevin Johnson handling the ball. Now spins in the lane on the drive. Scoop shot. Goaltending will be called on Dampier. Give the field goal to Kevin Johnson. Lead 2-0. Now they lead 53-51. Here's Kevin Johnson on the drive. Reverse layup up and under is good. And that ties the ball game with 1:15 remaining in seconds remaining on the shot clock. Robert Horry to inbound. He throws it out on the side over on the right to Manning underneath for Kevin Johnson, who lays it in. Heads up pass by Danny Manning.
KJ in the land of the Giants, but Travis Best was there, another little guy, and that's why KJ got the shot off.
Kevin Johnson with 17 points. The Suns regained the lead by 1. Travis Best. No, Indiana a 2-point lead at halftime, but they've completely taken over here in the third quarter. KJ on the drive. He'll take it to the hoop and score. Suns are 3 of 8 now. From the field.
They're still shooting over 50%. They got to really continue to cool this team off.
Both teams above 50% for the game. The Bullets at 54, Phoenix at 58%. Kevin Johnson scores in the finger roll. 19 for KJ, and he ties the score at 86.
Getting the 2 points.
And the follow shot by Murray ties the score at 90. He has 13 points.
That's where the Bullets are really.
KJ on the loose again. Having his way with Chris Whitney in this quarter. 25 points for Kevin Johnson. A 9-4 lead. KJ tries to go baseline. Shut off by Strickland. Tries the other way and gets in to score. And the foul is on Strickland. George Miroslav just took his mouthpiece and threw it about 3/4 length of the court.
Still out there in the floor. I tell you, this is a battle to watch all game long. These two players can shoot the outside shot, but when they really get in trouble, they like to penetrate. They like to put the defense on its heels.
KJ off to a good start with 5 points, and it's 9-7. Just gets it off in time. Mark Bryant takes it away. Out to KJ in a foot race with 2 bullets. That counts, and a foul on Calvertini. Kevin Johnson with 7 points in the first quarter.
Well, the importance of being able to use both hands is shown right here by Kevin Johnson. If he brings that ball to his right, Calvert-Cheney is going to reject that shot, but he switches it over to the left. Calvert has to come through the body and the forearm to get to that ball. He commits the foul.
And a 3-point play for Kevin Johnson, who has 8, as the Suns take the lead 10-9.
It's a Chicago game, but they felt he really asserted himself.
24-21. Suns up by 3. They were up by 8. Here's KJ on the drive. The shot is up. Are they going to count it? It's good. Count the hoop. And the foul is going to be on Jerome Allen, and we'll get a timeout call for the Suns.
Danny wants to make sure he knows what's going on. Suns are 11 of 18 now, 61%.
Kevin Johnson from the free throw line. It's up and good. And it's 27-21. Well, we remind you that Suns basketball is brought to you in part by Brewery Fresh Budweiser. We remind you, fresh beer tastes better. Kevin Johnson gets both free throws.
Now that makes KJ 28 of his last 30 in free throw attempts.
An outstanding first half, although they trailed by 2 at the halftime intermission. They've fallen behind by as many as 12 here in the third quarter. Kevin Johnson over on the left side get a foul on Allen. And we're going to see Vincent Askew and Antonio Davis come in for Indiana.
And that puts Indiana over the team foul limit now with 4:26 remaining in the third quarter.
And Danny Manning getting up off the Suns bench, so he will be checking in as Kevin Johnson makes his way to the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 from the line and has 23 points in the ball game.
KJ's been productive here since coming back after missing the Vancouver ball game. Been scoring a lot, been making his free throws. His shooting has been outstanding from the field, and he's still been the playmaker that he needs to be.
Danny Manning replacing Hot Rod Williams in the Phoenix lineup. And Kevin Johnson hits both free throws.
Well, the Suns getting to the line frequently. They've hit 7 of 8. Bullets are 4 for 4. I mentioned Kevin Johnson was playing his 7th game with the Suns in 1988. The last time the Bullets beat this team. He was acquired in a trade from Cleveland. Cavaliers at that time had Mark Price as their point guard. KJ was drafted out of Cal and was deemed expendable, and they traded him. He went on to have a great career in Phoenix. Price likewise had a tremendous career in Cleveland.
Kevin Johnson to trade him.
No, he probably could. Or the other KJ.
Getting out of there down hard.
KJ on the drive, spins it up, can't get it to fall, but he'll shoot 2.
Chris Webber has to be careful when he comes down that he does not set a moving pick on his own man. That time Rod Strickland was trying to get in motion with Kevin Johnson, but had to fight around Chris Webber.
Foul was called on Calbert Chaney, his second, the second team foul. .26 points for Kevin Johnson. Now in his 10th year out of the University of California. Like his coach, Danny Ainge, he was a 2-sport star. Baseball and basketball. In fact, KJ was drafted by the Oakland A's. Danny Ainge played briefly in the major leagues with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Can also hit the board, so once they get this shot up, both get the rebound.
Here comes KJ to take the pass. Kevin Johnson on the drive down the lane, and he's fouled by Chris Webber, who can't believe it. He thought he got a block. Oh, wait a minute, the foul was not called. I believe it's called on Strickland. Well, Kevin Johnson will go to the line with a chance to tie. 33 points for Kevin Johnson. Got him. 34 for Kevin Johnson, matching his season high. He ties the score at 113.
For Kevin Johnson, a 2-point lead for the Suns, 29-27. Their biggest lead was 9 points. KJ out front for Wes Person. Person back to Kevin Johnson on the right side. He moves to his left, feeds it back to Wes Person with 6 seconds to shoot it. Back to KJ. Don't have much going right now. KJ will fire a 3. Shazam! He got it.
KJ's been taking more of those. He's been pretty consistent of late hitting that shot.
This year has been his best 3-point shooting, and he's taken more than 3, so he's getting a lot more confidence in that shot to come out. Jerome Allen replacing him for Indiana. Suns inbound to Hot Rod Williams. To KJ. He's going to have to shoot a 3. Shazam! What a shot! Whataburger sends $50 to Suns Charities for the super shot by Kevin Johnson. Wow.
That Danny Ainge, you just saw him in the picture there. I think in his playing days he would have reacted a little stronger than he did.
He showed quite a bit of restraint.
He sure did.
Kevin Johnson hits the 3-pointer, and he's got 11. Suns open up a 15-11 lead. They've hit their last 6 shots.
See Chris Whitney going to try and force the ball towards the middle of the court. Nothing on the baseline or underneath.
Dumars with the pump fake, trying to get it in, having trouble, gets it to KJ for a 3. Got it! Kevin Johnson ties it up, and the Bullets call a timeout. A 3-pointer by Kevin Johnson, the great Phoenix guard, gives him 30 points, and he ties it. Now the Bullets will try to win it in the last 4.4 seconds, or we're headed to overtime.
Well, watch this replay. Strickland comes off, but then he plays it rather passively. I mean, you want to take that 3 away. You want to play up on him tight, force him to put it on the floor, possibly get inside the 3-point range, but you don't want to give him a clean look at that. And Kevin Johnson took full advantage of that. had a little trouble getting the ball inbounds. Almost could have been called for a 5-second count. KJ, a very emotional player, makes that big shot.